What is up, guys? Ncaa 31 here, back to the online dynasties and online leagues, HPL Season 2. Louisiana Tech cracks the top 25 for this user game. Going up against Ole Miss. Starting out on defense. Giving up yards. That's the theme of this season. Playing defense, playing out of the 4-2-5, and it's kind of growing on me. You know, my base nickel defensive choice for the past few years has been the 3-3-5 stack, as you guys know, if you guys have been following me for a while. And with this team for this season, I switched to the 4-2-5 because of my defensive line. Bubble screen gets destroyed there. I hate when that happens. But I didn't really like it at first, but it's starting to grow on me. I'm starting to really like it. It's got a lot of things going in its favor. And of course, I'm rolling a run and shoot style. Down 14 zip. Heck of a throw in traffic there. This quarterback is really accurate, but my receivers are young, not that great, and very inconsistent as a result of it. And my offensive line is a horror show. But again, one of the reasons why I like the 4-2-5 is you can bring some really nice overload pressures out of the over and under sets. Some really good stuff there. But going back to my offense, Season 2 is already in the books. We're on Season 3 now, but my offense throughout the season was kind of hit or miss. And it just depends on my receivers, whether they can match up, and also running the run and shoot. I run a heavy dose of the option route series, the 60 series, go, slide, choice, streak option, HY option. I never hot route option routes, so the good choice there, for example. But how efficient those plays are for me is dependent on my receivers that game getting those route combos right. And I also run the RNS series, the switch series, the post drag series. Those plays take some time to develop, and with a bad offensive line, it's a bit of a challenge. But I also have, of course, the air raid game, the shallow crosses, and all that good stuff in the screens to help me out if that's what I need. But depending on what version of my receiving unit shows up, greatly will determine how good the offense will click. Digging out of that 14-0 hole, throw an INT, and I could not believe that was jumped. That was actually thrown to the guy behind him. I saw that guy go under the flat, so I just gunned that ball to the guy running the dig behind it, but he just, got his vert on and jumped that sucker. And here with this team, defensive line is good. We get called for a face mask penalty. That's actually my best corner. I only really have one quality corner on this squad this season. But I'm holding it together okay as he goes up the gut there with his, dive. And again, defense is definitely an adventure, boy. So I'm back down again after putting in all that work to get back into the lead. He's got just enough scoots to gain some positive yards in the zone reading QB wrap. It's not something I want to run a lot of with this kind of quarterback. He's not very good at that, and I don't want him fumbling and all that good stuff and getting hurt. But I get back on top. Overload pressure again. Lot of good overload zone and man pressures out of the 4-2-5, under, over, Okie. And the normal sets. A lot of good looks there as far as, double B gap, overload pressure from the safeties. Some nice zone blitz looks. I should probably do a breakdown of that kind of thing for you guys who like the 4-2-5 and want to get your base nickel D on out of that look. There are some versions of some coverages that I like better out of this than the 3-3-5 stack. 4-2-5 is a little bit more cover 2 and cover 4 friendly, while the 3-3-5 stack is a lot more cover 3 base, which makes sense, when you look at the personnel and how they're aligned. But I'm trying to hold Ole Miss off again. I've got the game extended to a 2-possession game. I'm just trying to, make him work as hard as possible to get down the field. But he's able to get in. I recover the onside kick, and I will get that W. So far, so good for La Tech here in Season 2. You'll see how long that lasts. Got some tough games coming up that I'm going to put in the pipeline pretty soon. So, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll talk to you all later. Peace. Sweet throw there. Thought I may have gone out of bounds actually here, but it looked like I did. Got away with one there. So, talk to you all later. Peace.
If they didn't think much of these guys before the game, they must have a ton of respect for them now.
And for Banks, his reward for a solid performance is our Player of the Game honor.